What's up, guys? We're live. It's been a while, right? It's been a while. Let's play my man Indigo Saint and let's get into it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Blackrue investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was Blackrue investing. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifesting. So we binge on our Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that Blackrue investing. Best believe I was Blackrue investing.
Yes, y'all. It's your boy Blackrue back again. Today we're gonna be talking: is HEX a scam? All right. Um, let's go over to Gentlemen of Crypto so I can get the comments here. 1 second, y'all. In case y'all been wondering where I've been, I had a stroke, so your boy was like jacked up for a whole month. It was sad. Let me come over here and mute this first. In case y'all been wondering where I've been, I had a stroke, so sorry, y'all. Let me mute it. It's moving slow as hell. Your boy was like jacked up for a whole month. Sorry, it's moving slow. It was sad. I'm gonna make sure. Come over here and mute this first. There we go. We're muted now. Oh. In case y'all been wondering where. Fix. Okay, there we go. And then let me do live. So I'm getting in the comments. Okay. All right, y'all. We're up in here. Let me tell King we're live. And then let me turn this off so it doesn't keep beeping. All right, y'all. Tonight we're gonna talk: is HEX a scam? And reason I wanted to do this, shout out to the guys at Cash Daddies. I don't know if you like your boy. I like to listen to conspiracy stuff, and I listen to a lot of Sam Tripoli. He has a show about crypto as well, whereas one guy on there, Howie Dewey, he kind of knows, he knows what he's talking about. Former broker. They were talking about HEX. So they referenced this Bloomberg article, and I wanted to take a look at it. Also, I wanted to know what my guys at Crypto and Down, shout out to Asher L and JJ Wentworth, they're Hexicans. Um, over at Blackrue Investing, we don't talk much HEX. So I'm really trying to get my feet and my grasp around HEX and kind of think about like what do I think about it. So I love to know from those guys like what's the deal, all right? And I'm gonna bring up this article, and I love like a response from those guys because I know those guys are on the channel. I know that they know what they're talking about. So I'm just gonna bring this up, and I'm gonna bring this up and understand that this article is kind of bashing HEX. But since I really don't have that much of a frame of reference, I know I've done some research on it, but JJ and Asher might just know they might be a little bit deeper versed in that than I am, because your guy loves LCX. I can talk about LCX all day. I've done some deep like tissue deep research on LCX. So if we were talking that, I would know like hands down. But HEX, I don't. And the guys over at Cash Daddies, they were talking. They didn't like HEX at all either. So I'm just gonna throw this out, and I'd love to know what you guys think. Let's see who's in the house today. What's up, Litmo Crypto? So let's go talk about Hex, okay? So it's Bloomberg article. And by the way, guys, I had a stroke 3 months ago. So if I'm talking a little bit slower than I normally talk, that might be it. Um, believe me, believe me, it wasn't 3 months ago. I'm sorry, 3 weeks ago. Believe me, 3 weeks ago, y'all don't even want to know. I was like drooling out my mouth. I couldn't really talk straight at all, like at all. So like three from 3 weeks, like this is real good recovery. Believe me. Still, there's some stuff going on with my hand, with my right hand and my shoulder that I got to work on. But all being said, I'm doing pretty good. But yeah, if y'all want to know more about that, I kind of go over it here in my live stream on the channel. All you got to do is go darkhorsewatcher.com, and that's dark horse like a dark horse pick. Darkhorsewatcher.com. Come over here to the live, and I say, live stream. I talk about my stroke recovery, talk about future updates, talk about the market in general. So go check out that live stream. Also, another video y'all might want to check out is Steam Exchange. I really love Steam Exchange. This is a breakdown of their latest AMA. It happened like 2 days before my stroke, so I didn't get a chance to review it. So I reviewed it. And check out the channel. I have a couple Steam Exchange videos. Excuse me, guys. So y'all might want to check those out. I'm really high on Steam Exchange. Those guys are very transparent in everything that they do. So that's one of the reasons why I'm high on them. But check out my videos and you'll know exactly why I'm high on those guys. But enough of those announcements. Let's get into the HEX thing. Okay, memories of Bitcoin beating returns keep HEX holders hanging on. So, one of the things that they say that's really damning is, come down here. So they do mention Hart is developing a network called Pulse Chain, which will eventually issue tokens distributed to HEX holders and Ethereum holders. But this is something that they say is really damning. HEX increases in value the more people put money in, and decreases in value when people put money out, says John Griffin, a finance professor at University of Texas, Austin. The last people in will likely be left with nothing. Now, they don't really say anything else to back that up. So, honestly, that's why I want to know what my guys Asher and JJ Wentworth think about that. But they do say another thing that's pretty damning. And here's another thing why people, I really think, have a bad taste in their mouth about HEX. Richard Hart posts, hashtag Louis Vuitton, $3,320 tracksuit. Like, that kind of, like, I don't know about y'all, but those are the type of things that rub people the wrong way. It's just like, okay, you're flashy. Like, okay. You know what I mean? Like, you expect your CEO to be a little bit more, like, polished than that. But if this is his personality, I mean, okay, that's his personality. But sometimes that kind of flashiness and flaunting just rubs people the wrong way. Okay, so here's the damning thing. Another damning thing they say. Where is it? Okay, here. Okay, but what really stands out is how HEX dangles a roadmap to great wealth for so-called Hexicans. HEX is an app on Ethereum network that offers a staple of traditional investing packaged in a crypto wrapper and what it calls a blockchain of certificate of deposit. Now, that much I knew about HEX, and it called itself a certificate of deposit. If you guys are not familiar, a CD is something that in the traditional like finance market, they give you like, I don't know, like 2 or 5%. Some cases like way back in the day, they would give you like 15% interest, but you had to invest a whole lot of money for that. But the typical, I believe, is like 5% of interest, which is basically like, okay, we hold your money for a significant amount of time. We invest it and we make like, you know, 100%. Cause think about it. If they're giving you 5%, how much are they making on it? Who knows? But they have to be making more than 5% if they're giving you 5% on your CD, right? So traditional CDs give you like 5%, if that, to be honest, like lately. So they market themselves as a blockchain certificate of deposit. Now there could be some regulation problems with marketing yourself as a certificate of deposit. Um, that's another thing. If they want to, if like the regulators want to come after these guys for saying your blockchain certificate of deposit, okay, what do you have in regulations? It qualifies you as a certificate of deposit. Do you do this? Do you do that? Do you follow this regulation? Do you follow that regulation? That regulation. Regulation. That's one thing. Okay. Next, and this is something that they point out, which is important because of what happened with Terra, what happened with Celsius. If you give inflated interest rates, there's a chance that you can get blown out, like Luna did, like Celsius did, where they had to like stop purchases or stop withdrawals. So, listen to this. Users can lock up or stake the HEX coins they purchase from the app for up to 15 years to earn interest paid off with more HEX tokens. Hex's website says the typical investor locks up their funds for 6.6 years to earn an average 38% annual return. That's huge. So if there was a run, and this is why I believe the guy says that, the professor. So if it's an average of 38 annual return, right? And everybody makes a run on Hex, the same thing is going to happen with what happened to Terra Luna, right? So that's where he's saying, okay, the people who get out first will be great, and the people who get out last will be left with nothing. That's why he says that. Actually, he didn't give any proof of it, but now that's actually why. So I'd love to see again what my guys JJ and Asher say about this. So now and then they go on to point out just what I pointed out to you. That raised eyebrows amongst the industry observers, especially in the light of the recent collapse of Terra, USD stablecoin, and related Luna coin, and the freeze of withdrawals by lending platform Celsius, which I think was offering like 20 or 15 or 10% on either Bitcoin or Ethereum, one of the two of them. So, and then when Ethereum or Bitcoin dropped a lot, they kind of got in trouble. So, yeah, man, what do we think about this? I would love to know. This kind of shows that Hex may be a little fraudulent. Um, Based off of these bloated returns, Hex may be fraudulent, and you're paying the interest in added Hex tokens, which would raise the what is it? The max supply, which would raise the max supply, which means that more max supply of Hex means that it's going to be even worse for the people that are trying to get out last. So really, I see why the guy said that. So I don't know. Hexicans, tell us. Leave some comments. Tell me why this article is wrong. Because this article is only coming from one side. I love to hear the other side and see and compare if that's something that'll actually, actually refute this. But as of right now, the logic of that is sound. as of right now, that seems like it may be a little scammy. Now, mind you, I do own Hex, but when I hear this, the logic in that sounds. So, let me see what you guys think out here, guys. You doing excellent, brother. My dad is rehabbing from a stroke. Solo, not able to speak much. Well, Litmo Crypto, come over here, man. I did some alternative medicine to kind of heal from my stroke. Um, I did some alternative medicine, and that sped me up. They said it was going to be 8 to 14 weeks. I did it in 3, and I wouldn't have done it without this alternative medicine. Litmo, seriously, um, what I used only cost me like $100, and they have multiple locations. Please come over here to my Twitter. I'm not gonna put it up on YouTube because they like to get rid of stuff that's talking about alternative medicines. So I mean, it's not my YouTube, but I'm not gonna put it on Gentleman Crypto's YouTube either. So they like to get rid of stuff about that. So I'm at Blackrue on Twitter. I can give you the site and the place that I used. I think it'd be helpful for your dad. They have stroke packages or whatnot. So just come over here, add me on Twitter, drop me a message in my DMs, and I'll let you know what I use, man. Um, yeah, so is Hex a scam, y'all? I don't know. But you can see here from all of these different things like Luna and Celsius losing out, the other things are kind of falling by the wayside too. So here's Hex. We can kind of look at the price here. If we look at the last 3 months, going from 20 cents all the way down to 4 cents, but what hasn't, right? If we look at the last year, it's about as high as 50 cents. Draw down to 4 cents. Again, what hasn't? What hasn't, right? So, this alone doesn't show it's a scam, but that logic that they gave right there, that shows it's a scam. Or let me use better language. That logic they showed right there shows that it does not bode well for people who are in last. Let me say it that way. I'm not trying to get sued by Richard Hart. Let me say it that way, y'all. It does not bode well for the people that are in last. So let me know what you think, Hexagons. I really want to know. Because I think it's not fair to hear stuff from the negative side and not get the positive. So yeah, like Gentleman Crypto showed us this morning or a couple mornings ago, Voyager, I know they had Luna on their platform, and Voyager's like trying to get a loan now. Voyager is a freaking publicly traded company. Even though it's a penny stock, it's a publicly traded company. And it's up here having to apply for a loan. Crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. I think these cryptos should get a bailout like the banks, right? But of course, they're not going to do that. I don't think they'll do that. Thanks, Malik. It's good to be back, brother. It's good to be back. So, I guess while we're waiting on Hexagons to respond, I can give y'all a little breakdown of some coins that I find are going to be the coins to invest in while we got this big um, drop, right? And some of the coins I really like are some coins that are attached to the WEF, the World Economic Forum. You know, your boy Klaus Schwab. He said, "You'll own nothing and be happy." There are a few different coins connected to those guys. Those are some coins that I like in the long term. One of those coins is one of the coins I mentioned, LCX. So this exchange is literally a member of the World Economic Forum. Check out some of my past videos. I won't go too deep into it. I got like 8 LCX videos, so you can get really quickly up to speed on LCX. Right now, they're doing real assets to NFTs, like they call them Tiamons. They're actually diamonds backed by an NFT that pay you out in a coin. A very cool idea. Again, if you want more on that, go to my channel. Um, this exchange is in a country called Liechtenstein. It's a little small, little rich country in between Austria and Switzerland, so they're in prime position to kind of take over the whole European like market. Um, they're the European MiCA, which is like the European Regulations Board, is actually using LCX as a guinea pig for all the rules and regulations they're going to set up, and then they're going to set up this prime rule that says if you're kind of a member of their organization and you got all these papers and all the things in, then all you have to do is just kind of like check a box really, and then you can go to other countries and have like almost like a passport to kind of sell crypto in all these other countries. You don't have to go through all those rules and regulations again because you're in with them. So LCS is going to be one of the first people to take advantage of this. LCS is going to be high on my list. And when do I think all the crypto's going to go back up? We probably might have to wait at least until the next Bitcoin halving, which is going to be in 2024. It might start a little bit before that, like 6 months before that, so maybe 2023. Who knows? Hopefully, we don't have to wait that long, but we can build our bags now while it's so cheap. Okay? So, LCX is one of my favorites on that list. Next on the list for me is AMP. So if you guys are not familiar with AMP, look at it, sitting under $1. This is one of the kind of the native tokens of the Gemini exchange. They have this thing called Flexa, which is like an app that you can kind of use for payment. And they have various different businesses on it, like Barnes and Noble, what have you. So AMP is a part of Gemini, which Gemini is ran by the Winklevoss twins, and the Winklevoss twins are the guys who Mark Zuckerberg supposedly stole the idea of Facebook from, supposedly, allegedly. Um, but AMP is a part of their whole deal. So anybody who's in with them, anybody who's in with Facebook, anybody who's in with the World Economic Forum, not really a stretch because LCX said that they were going to try to work with Facebook. So that kind of shows you there that they're kind of all in bed with one another. So saying that AMP kind of gets in good. They're in good because they're owned by the Winklevoss twins. AMP is also one I see in the future that might have that it factor. It was as high as 11 cents. So here we're getting it at 11 times discount. Build that AMP bag, why don't you? So there's AMP. Another one that's high on my list is XRP. I know they got that SEC case, but it's kind of winding down. I don't know if y'all are into conspiracies like I am, but apparently there's a group. I'm going to refer to them as the 17th letter group because if you talk about them again, your stuff gets pulled down. There's a 17th letter group that really loves this XRP, and a lot of people, and this rumor has been floating around for years, that say that XRP will be backed by gold. That rumor has been floating around for years. Might actually happen, but they got their whole like clearing system set up, and oh, they had a little nice day today. Bumped up from 33 cents to 70 to 37 cents. But if you look at it from a year standpoint, you're still getting it like for a third of the price because it was hovering around $1 really for like the whole beginning of this year. So we're still getting it for a third of the price. XRP, such a bargain where we're sitting at right now. And let me know, guys, if there's some coins you guys want to talk about as well. But just put them in the chat. And then, like I told y'all about Steam Exchange, they're not out yet. They're supposed to be out. They're supposed to be out Q2, but they pushed that back due to the market situation. I'm probably saying that they might not be set up until Q3 or Q4. But Steam Exchange, man, just watch my videos on these guys. And they have a YouTube set up where they do live AMAs, right? People can go on the AMA and ask them any question and they answer it. Who does that? Who does that? Company is straight up transparent. And just to be forthright, I have a quote unquote relationship with these guys, but the relationship is like this. I say whatever I want, and they post my videos to their guys. And I give them exposure, and I get to give them an honest critique. Who does an honest critique? Who wants an honest critique on their coin? So that's amazing, just right there. And their members did not take any personal coins. That was something that the owner, Gary Bard, or the founder, wanted to have just straight out. They didn't take any private coins when they started this. Man, I like Steam Exchange, and they're doing a whole thing with gamified learning. They're going to be proof of work and proof of stake, so they're a hybrid in that factor. They're also going to be a hybrid in the factor that they got a HEX, which is a centralized exchange, which is a more regulated exchange, and a decentralized exchange for people who don't want to necessarily KYC. So they're a hybrid in that factor too. Plus, they're going to be in Canada, which, I don't know if y'all know about Quadriga X. Quadriga X was scammy, but since Quadriga X did their scam and got shut down, there's been a big void in Canada as far as exchanges go. So they have a good room to grow in Canada. Steam Exchange is high on the list for me. And back to the WEF, we're going to look at a coin called Track, which is very apt propos for these guys. Origin Trail, another WEF coin, is basically a supply chain coin in which they can use this coin to track the supply chain of a certain thing. Really right up WEF's alley. Tracking, they want to make sure that everything's tracked. Everything has, a number or whatnot. I don't know what you guys think about that, but this would be very useful for that. Tracking via blockchain, which is kind of immutable. You can't really hack it. So it's a perfect thing to use for supply chain. They also are going to be on Polkadot, which are going to be a part of the parachain. So they're going to launch a second coin, And the reason they want to do this is because on Ethereum, they're not going to have cheap gas fees, but on Polkadot with the second chain, they will have cheap gas fees, and they want to get into things like NFTs to loans. So using a NFT for a loan on real world things like your car, for instance. And there are ways of doing that, like for collateralization and stuff like that. I don't want to bore you about all of that, but if you want to know more about it, I got a video on my channel for it. Origin Trail, another one. WEF, boom. This is one on my list. And the coin that everybody loves to hate, Cardano. Cardano is on my list because they have a huge community. And I actually like Charles Hoskinson. He has some quote unquote shady things where, like, he might have lied about his education. He's had some things where he's been, like, arrogant, and even he's pointed this out, where, like, he demanded a response from someone, like, don't you know who I am? He's also a co-founder of Ethereum, but as much as Charles can be like that, Charles can also be like, he points out things that are wrong with the world, like these gas prices. He points out, like, he's as much as he can be arrogant, he can be very down to earth, which is very dichotomic. I don't know if that's a word, but it's very like the dichotomy of that, like the like when you put those two things next to each other, it doesn't seem like those two things should exist in one person. But Charles is actually that person. Um, he really does point out some, like, really, like, crappy things that the business world actually does to us, and they take advantage of the common man. He actually does point that out on his YouTube, and his YouTube, he has a following on there. Um, he's developed this in Africa too, which is besides your boy being black and having things developed in Africa, your boy, not Charles, but for me, Blackrue, to see someone develop something in Africa is always cool. But one of the reasons he did it was because he saw crypto regulations being a thing in America, so he wanted to have his thing developed in Africa. And there's also the humanitarian part of it. Can't ignore that. People in Africa getting something like, man, I think either he said this to me or one of my boys from Africa told me this. They get like 45% APY on, like, loans. Man, like, crypto's a necessity there. So they have their own ecosystem. They have smart contracts. But I love it that he believes in doing things, like, kind of the right way. If it takes a long time to, like, do something, he'd rather do that and have studies and research studies on it, and like university research studies on it. So, like, he's doing things the right way, even if it's slower and it takes more time. He just wants to make sure it's done the right way. His coin can't get hacked. He does things, like, the right way. So Cardano's really high for me. One, because of the community. One, because of the things they have built out right now. They have, like, a lot of stuff going on with the NFTs. Like, they have a lot of NFT traffic. A lot of people buying into the NFTs. Even Snoop Dogg has an NFT with Clay Nation on Cardano. So they have smart contracts. Cardano is really high for me in the future. And I think they're really going to make a big run, or they already have made a big run at Ethereum. Um, yeah, Cardano is just high on my list. If you go look back at my past videos on my channel, if you look at my videos on A Gentleman of Crypto, I've talked Cardano, and I've said the reasons why I love it. Go back over some of those. I won't get into it too much on here, other than what I just said. Cardano is high on my list, and I'm going to be building a bag for when Bitcoin halves again in 2024. All right, before I go into more of my coins, let me see what you guys got to say. H bar, thoughts on H bar? Can you talk about Doge Lawn Mars? What's up, Levi Jones? Michael Sims, who doesn't lie? Right, who doesn't lie? I got you for real. What's up, Michael Sims? Appreciate everybody coming out today. Man, I can't really talk about Dogecoin Mars. I try not to look at coins like that, but we can get to it. We really can get to it. I tend to not try to look at like coins like that, like meme coins. Only meme coin I kind of like believe in halfway is Shiba Inu. But we'll look at that. H bar. Thoughts on H bar? I like H bar. They're another one who kind of has that WEF connection. If we go even look at Hedera and go look at their partners, they're going to be like kind of like the who's list of like WEF and like big wig people, right? Let's go look at it. I'm pretty sure they're partnered with Google. And who's more WEF than Google, right? They kind of pretty much own the internet, right? YouTube, what have you, right? But yeah, if we come look at their partners, they're also partnered with LCX, by the way. Okay, see, Google, IBM, Boeing. Who's more WEF than Boeing and Google and IBM? Those are like one of the biggest. Those are the biggest companies in the world, right? And FYI, Bill Gates' dad was like a high-ranking officer at IBM, so don't really believe his whole rags to riches story because my man's dad was like a high-ranking dude at IBM, so he wasn't just working out of his freaking garage, down on his luck and figured it all out. That's a load of crock. It's a crock of bull or whatever, however the phrase goes. And congratulations to Detroit Pistons for drafting Jaden Ivey. It's going down. It's going down in Motown, boy. It's going down. So yeah, let me get to that H bar LCX partnership. And I hope I didn't spoil the draft for anybody if they were in a bubble, but my bad. I'll say spoiler alert next time. Okay, because basically Hedera. Okay, yep. So Hedera and LCX are developing kind of real world digital securities, and that's what they're partnering together to do. Again, these WEF people kind of stick together. So yeah, I'm high on H bar. They're supposed to have their DeFi up and running pretty soon. This company is probably not out yet because of the market conditions, but this is supposed to be their first DeFi company, AKT.io. Yeah, I guess you can accept your cookies. So, okay, they say that the coin's live, but is the app live? That part I'm not sure of, but this is supposed to be their DeFi. Well, there's one way you can quickly test that. This is something that I use called DeFi Llama. It's a really, 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 really good site to test how much money is in crypto. Look at this, guys. is it went from about 220 something billion, 230 something billion, all the way down to $74 billion. Only a few companies in the world with that much money, I believe. This is just my speculation, but I believe companies like BlackRock and companies like that shorted the market because I think they shorted the crypto market and they also shorted the stock market. The stock market is not doing any better than we are. Best believe that. So let's look at the chains right here. And by the way, I'm going to try to do like one day we talk about stocks, one day we talk about crypto. And the stocks that I'm talking about are going to have a crypto tinge to them, like um Bitcoin miners, people that make Bitcoin miners, Bitcoin exchanges, stuff like that. So H bar is on this list somewhere. It will tell us all the different DeFi things that are up and running for it. Stater and Tangent. Okay. Stater, I know is their staking. I'm staking some H bar on Stater. Statter. Tangent, I don't know about that. I'm not gonna click that right now. But for instance, if we go to Cardano, it will show us like Sunday Swap and all of those different ones that Cardano has. We got to go back to chains. For some reason it went back to the wrong thing there. Okay. So Cardano 100 million. Okay, mini swap, ring riders, Sunday swap, muesli swap, meow swap, 8x, yada yada yada. So I love this site because it kind of just lets me know how much money is in crypto, when crypto is kind of going to be back on the rise because DeFi runs really really close to the coins prices. They run really 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 close to the amount of money locked up in DeFi. So as of right now, there was like 15 coins that had a billion value, total of a billion value locked into them. Oh, and one of them was Phantom. Wow, it just dropped out of the billion locked party. But now we're only at 7. Which is Kronos, Polygon, Solana, Avalanche, Tron, Binance, and Ethereum. And Binance might be one good to short here coming up because I hear that people like the SEC might be going after Binance, which also bodes well for LCX. And by the way, if y'all don't know, Binance and LCX have beef. They have beef. Come check out my video on that. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Let's see. I'll just put in LCX and it should show it up. Okay, here we go. LCX versus Binance. So, because LCX was supposed to be Binance LCX. So check out that video. That's one of my most watched videos. Check out that backstory. It's a pretty, it's a doozy. Okay, so back to H bar. I'm a fan of H bar. I can't wait till they get their DeFi up and running though. We should see a spike in price when they do that. Let's see if we got some more questions. We got about 15 minutes. I'm betting on Cadena long term. Cadena, I'm not so sure about Cadena. I have some Cadena, but I hear that some people over in the east, like you're in Asia, specifically when we're talking about the east, like Asian countries, are really betting pretty big on Cadena. I might have to do some deep research on Cadena because this is like the fourth or third or fifth or sixth time someone's talked to me about Cadena. It is a coin also that you can mine. So right now, while it's cheap, you might be able to go out there and get a Cadena miner pretty cheap right now. Let's actually see what we can find here. Just real quick, why not? Cadena miners. This is another coin too that I'm high on. Pre-search. They have private searching, and you can find stuff that Google, DuckDuckGo, and YouTube censor out. You can actually find it with the pre-search, um, with a pre-search finder. You can add it to your Google. So all you got to do is get the little extension, the little plug-in, and you can use their search engine and actually find censored out stuff. And you actually get paid in pre-search to use their stuff. So let's see. Gold shell, Cadena miner. Okay. Oh, this is telling you how much you get from it. Not what we wanted to see, really. Okay. This is on Cadena's site, so maybe this will just be a nice little shortcut. Dang. Like $6,000 for a Cadena miner, huh? I'm sure you can find it cheaper somewhere else. They're gouging a little bit. Wow. Yeah. They're talking about when Cadena was like $23 a coin or something like that. Right now, that should not be how much that is. But let's see if we can go on Gold Shell. Gold Shell, I know they sell miners. Summer sale, huh? Okay. Can we just stop getting inundated with stuff? Can you just tell us how much your miners are, please? Oh my god, okay. Okay, and they got the little symbol right next to them, right, guys? So this one is oh, okay, it sold out, of course. I should have known. $1,000. That sold out. What about that one up there? Woo! $8,000. Those little $1,000 ones are sold out. This I'm not even sure what coin that is, but for about $2,000 you can mine that coin. Here's something you can mine. You can get this one for like 5. That's not too bad. Okay, that one's not too bad. Oh, sold out. I should know. Okay. But also another place to check for miners, guys, is Craigslist. Um, Maybe somebody in your area is willing to sell their miner since it's not earning that much for them right now. So If you're looking for miners, Gold Shell would go hop on Craigslist too. Etsy also they sell miners. But let me see. Got a couple questions. What's up, Rashu? Thanks, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, the wrong thumbnails on the video. That's okay though. That's okay though. What's up, Voice Crypto? That's my man there. That's another Hexagon. You gotta tell me about the first part of this video, Voice. Let me know if Hex is a scam, man. Check out Voice Crypto's channel, man. Another good channel. Everybody on this network is good, y'all. For real. Like, check their channel out. Got Hexagons in here now. Oh, yeah. There we go. The answer is obviously no, proven over and over again. Hex Machine, you gotta tell me what's up with that, man. Tell me. Go over the beginning of the video and tell me why this Bloomberg article is just crap. All right. All right. Come on, man. I want to know. I want to know. I brought up a few different people that have trashed Hex. I don't know if y'all listen to Cash Daddies, it's Sam Tripoli, Holly Dewey, and some other guy. I can't remember his name. Chris Heff or something like that. But they trash Hex this week. Bloomberg in their article trash Hex. So y'all just gotta tell me, because the article seems sound. I'm not gonna go back over it for the people that were already here. Just watch the video over again. It's only 15 minutes. You can watch it at 1.5 speed. Tell me what's up. Because this article came out June 18th, 2022. So about 5 days ago, trashing Hex. Tell me what's up. I'm hearing all this negative. I want to know from a real Hexagon. What's up? Give me the lowdown. Come on now, y'all. For real. So I'm not a Hexagon like that. I know a little bit about Hex, and that's one thing y'all gonna get from Blackrue. If I don't know something, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna try to BS my way through it. I don't know that much about Hex, so I'm trying to get it from a real Hexagon here. Cardano, I can talk your ear off about Cardano. I can talk your ear off about LCX, but Hex, not so much. All right, so let me go into this. Let me continue about coins that I'm really high on here. We went over that one. We went over pre-search. Oh, some of these privacy coins I'm high on as well. One of which would be Haven. Haven has a private stablecoin. They're the only company that has a privacy coin that has a private stablecoin. They're also on the Thor chain. So I hear that one of the problems with Monero is that it's kind of hard to, once you get your money on Monero, to get your money out of Monero. But these guys actually got themselves related to a chain, and that chain is Thor chain. So you can get your money out via Thor chain. So very, very cool. Haven and that privacy coin is high on my list. Another one that's high on my list is Pirate Chain, excuse me. They have their own chain. And there you can, they say some ones that you don't have the KYC with to get your money out. If your money is in Pirate Chain, you can use MEXC, You can also use coin exchange, um, and KuCoin, I believe. And then some other coins, if we're going to get real kind of deep in the woods, this is on an XRP chain. It's called Corium. Again, the 17th letter people, they're really high on this coin. Like, one of the only places you can buy it is MEXC exchange. It's going to be its own kind of layer one. It's built by the people who run Sologenic, which is another coin on XRP, on the XRP blockchain. Again, the 17th letter people are really hyped about Corium. And if you guys, again, want to know where to buy this, all you have to do is go over here, say market. And this is these are the only places where you can buy this. Since those 17 letter people were so high on this, I thought I'd grab some. It's actually up from where I bought it at. I bought it at like 30 something cents. I don't know why it's seeing this uptick, y'all, to be honest with you. But those people are very high on it. Let's see it for the last 3 months. Whoa. We're getting some increased volume here. I might want to grab a little bit more. We might be getting increased volume because they're going to have a mainnet coming up here soon. I believe it's in August. But there must have been some news to kind of foster this. But yeah, their mainnet's supposed to be in August, I believe. Which leads me to another coin that I like, because I'm good gaga about exchanges. Clever. Their mainnet's also supposed to be in like 60 or 30 days or something like that. Clever has kind of carved out a niche for itself in like Brazil and that type of the world, that kind of place in the world. They're going to have a mainnet. They're going to have their own little blockchain coming up soon. And it's built on Tron. Yeah. Exchanges are just like, I like exchanges a lot because they're always going to get those fees from people swapping, from people putting their money in for the first time. They're always going to get those built-in little fees. That's why I love exchanges. And if they're going to build their own blockchain, they're actually going to bring in other coins too. So there may be some type of money that they need to pay these other coins. There may be some money that they have to pay to actually get on the Clever exchange, or I'm sorry, to actually get on the Clever blockchain. So that's going to be another form of revenue for them. Clever is something I'm pretty high on. They've gotten as high as like, let's see, 3 cents. Let's see. I think they were higher than that though. Okay, yeah, they got to like 14. And I think this is when they got listed on KuCoin, I believe. It was what ran them all the way up to here. But if it just gets back to a tie, we're getting it at a 14 times discount, right? If it gets back to 3 cents, we're getting it at a third of what it's been at, right? And we might have to wait until 2024, but hell, why not build the bag now? Because if we go over and look at Bitcoin, which I'm sure you guys see all day from Zay and King, but you will see like the cycles. Every time Bitcoin has, we get a big old spike. Come on. Okay, so believe this was a halving back here. Spike. Yeah, I think so. Maybe that was a having, or maybe it's when it first came out. No, no. When it first came out, it's back before that. So that is a little having there. And then again, we get a having here, spike, and then 4 years later, we get another huge spike. So imagine what that spike is going to look like in 2024, guys. Now that we got publicly traded companies like Coinbase, MicroStrategy, uh, we got people, we got a Bitcoin ETF on the stock market. So imagine what that, we got El Salvador using it as Tinder. We got a country in Africa using it as Tinder. Imagine what this spike is going to look like in 2024. Imagine how that's going to spike all these altcoins. Just food for thought, y'all. Just food for thought. All right, let's see if we got any last questions here. Oh, the Hexicans are coming out. In your opinion, Mr. Hex, Hex is in the scam. Opinion, walking stamp. What's up, Duke Max? What's up, man? I got to give you the link to the Discord, dude. I'm so sorry. You asked me for that like a long time ago. I apologize, dude. Let's drop that Discord link in here right quick before we head out. I have a Discord. I haven't been in it because, your boy was all stroked out. I can laugh about it now. But it was no funny matter when I was stroked. Believe me. Let's see. It's taking forever to load here. Drooling, could barely walk. It was a crap show, as they say. Alright. And my boy Underdog Crypto, check his channel out too, guys. Man, he held the channel down for me while I was sick. He did some videos on he did some videos that reviewed my videos, which kept people watching my videos. Man, the brother was just like right there. So I definitely appreciate what he did for my channel. So y'all definitely go over and check out his channel, Underdog Crypto, man. I can't thank him enough for that. But let me get that invite here. Copy. So that should be the Discord link. Finally getting that to my man Duke Max. Hope he's still out there. Let's see. Hex isn't a scam. People just gotta know how the game works. Man, but see, bro, a Ponzi scheme is a scam. Hex is not a Ponzi scheme. The way that they set it up, man, man, the way that they set it up, the way that this Bloomberg article set it up, it makes sense. It seems like a Ponzi scheme. It seems like that. That's what it seems like. You just gotta know how the scam works. Everybody's laughing about this, huh? MLMs work too for the right people. If it's like that, if it's like a Ponzi scheme, I can't get down with that. I can't get down with that. And you got some like people that do the liquidity things, like and chase all these like liquidity scams. Like I don't want to say scams. The liquidity game and the liquidity farming. A lot of people go from liquidity farm, and as long as you're in first, you're straight. But as soon as that boy dumps, you're trashed. So that's why I don't ever try to cover liquidity funds and like liquidity high yield APYs, because I know people can get dumped on. Um, and if Hex is that, I can't legitimately be behind it, because you know some people are gonna get dumped on and left out in the cold. I can't get behind that. But let me know what y'all think. Please continue this conversation in the comments. Please, I would love to see these type of conversations in the comments instead of like somebody trying to get me to click on some, ridiculous other scam or stuff like that. Um, y'all got to continue this conversation. Either like continue it when I get off of here, or continue it down here in the chat. Please, I want to know, because the way it's seeming right now is, yes, it's a Ponzi scheme. Yes, people are saying you gotta know how the game works. Seems like scamish. Seems scamish to me. But thank you guys so much for coming out. I missed y'all so much from the hospital room. You have no idea. You have no idea. Come over to the channel, darkhorsewatcher.com. And that's dark horse like a dark horse pick. And that will lead you directly to my channel, where you can like and subscribe, come up to speed on SteamX, come up to speed on LCX, come up to speed on charting, come up to speed on so much stuff. It's darkhorsewatcher.com. Bam, you go directly to your man Blackrue's channel. I'm not going to do a live stream tonight, y'all, because I usually live stream after the show, but my voice is so tired. I got to kind of work my way back up to this guys. I'm still only about 3 or 4 weeks out from this stroke. But I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for coming out. I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here. I miss y'all. I'm so happy to be back. So have a good one, guys. All love. Peace.